Everybody always asks me, what platform am I using? What am I using to trade futures? It's not that hard to find out. There's actually a link in the description of all my videos, but today I'm going to talk more about Optimus Flow and some of the new things that are coming out with this awesome platform and what I'm doing, what I'm working on, and kind of the overall setup and some of the new things that I've learned, some things that I've added to my chart recently. And I think you guys are going to be really impressed with all of the features and all the things that these guys at Optimus Flow are working on to make it better and easier for you guys to trade. Let's go. Let's look at it. All right, so here we are looking at the Optimus Flow platform. Now, it looks very simple. Like most great platforms, it's simple, it's clean, and it just works, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what kind of secret powers or secret tools you have. If your platform doesn't let you get in and out of a trade with a exact accuracy or, being able to get in and out like that, then you might have a problem. And, well, luckily for me, I like to use platforms for trading that make it easier and quicker and less work to trade. And that's one of the reasons I really do like Optimus Flow, is because it's just simple and it's easy, but it's actually a lot more advanced than I let on to you guys. I know I make it look like it's just like, wow, it's just a simple charting platform with a nice little DOM and profit and bam, bam, bam. But there are a lot of tools and things that you can get when you upgrade with the Optimus Flow platform. You will have a lot of different features. When you upgrade to the lifetime membership, there's a lot of features that you don't get on the free. Although the free is great, there is a lot of features that are built into the higher level Optimus Flow platform that you get with the lifetime membership. So that's what we're looking at right now, and we're going to break down some of these key features. First off, the DOM, the DON, this thing over here on the right is great. It's just simple. It's nice. I'm always using it. It's easy. I'm in and out. If I can press my orders, bam. All right. Now, one of the things that I want to talk about that's brand new that I don't think anyone else has talked about yet here is this new feature over here on the side. It looks like a little fish hook. Can you guys see that? It looks like a little fish hook, right? It's kind of perfect because, I like fishing and stuff. But what this allows me to do here is actually enter with a bracket order, right? A bracket order. So I can enter my trade. Let's say I want to get in here. I don't know if do I want to get in here right now? Let's just say I'm going to put my order really low here, like a 365 area, right? I'm trying to put my order here, and you can see my bracket pop up immediately on the chart itself. Very clean, like I said, one little click, I'm in, it's ready to go. If this market moves in my direction, I will get filled with great accuracy and everything's great. But again, let's focus on this little arrow or little fish hook here. Now, what this fish hook is, enter my trade with a trailing stop. As you can see right there, activate trailing stop. Okay, great. So now when I enter, I'm going to be following the price action by 10 ticks. And what's great about that is I can enter the trade. I can enter the trade, right? I enter the trade, right? I'm in the trade now, and what happens is, let's say my stop is 10 ticks. I'm going to risk 10 ticks on this trade. Perfect. Now, what happens is, let's say I buy the dip here at 370, and the market moves higher. Perfect. I nailed the dip. Automatically, my stop loss is now going to move 10 ticks below the price action, up, 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 up. You got that trailing stop loss that allows you to enter a trade with that bracket order, which is a big, big deal for a lot of people who like to just. There are people who trade futures with these types of setups where they just literally put a bracket order. I've seen it where they put a bracket order and they walk away. That's their stop. That's their target. That's what it is. It's all that, that's bam. They're in. That's their plan for the day. They do that. People literally do that. And it sounds crazy, I know, but people actually do that. So this is something that's amazing for that. Also, I'm going to start using that for myself. So when I do enter a trade, like today, when I was trading live on YouTube, I entered the trade. I'm going to be able to click on the, I'm going to be able to click on the trailing stop loss and be able to just kind of focus on equities, focus on whatever I want to do, whatever work, or I'm just going to be able to let that kind of move and let the trade move in the direction that it's going. If it pulls back, obviously I will get stopped out. But in general, I really do think it's a great tool. Another thing that a lot of people don't know about with Optimus Flow is there are so many ways to customize this platform. Again, I said it looks simple here, right? It looks simple, but this thing is full of technology. When you upgrade to the lifetime platform, you really do get a lot of advanced features. And I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure you get also a little bit better deals with the data feed and with the data charge on all the orders. You'll have to talk to the guys over there at Optimus Flow, but in general, I know there's some benefits coming from that as well with Rhythmic. So Rhythmic is the data that's basically going into Optimus Flow, but people are using, like I said, you got to talk to the guys over at Optimus Flow. They can answer all your questions. They're really good at answering all the questions. You can email. There's a link down in the description as well. You can talk to them about whatever anything you want to talk about with futures and trading and all that. You can call the guys at Optimus Flow. They'll help you out and get you all set up with whatever you got. They'll help you out. They've been in the business for a long time. But let's get back to what's going on with the chart and all that. Another thing that's really cool, I just learned about this today, actually. I just learned about this because they just released a new version. Look at this. I can add unlimited overlays, which you're probably like, well, what's an overlay? What does that matter? I can add all the different markets literally to the same exact chart, which is really cool, I think. I think it's a really cool thing because what I've been doing recently is I've had the NQ, the NASDAQ, pulled up behind me with the ES next to it. Now it's all on the same chart. So I'm literally looking at candle by candle. And you can see this is the price of the NASDAQ. These are the candles. I can see, what can I see there, right? I can see that there's red candle, red candle, red candle. Lots of selling on the NASDAQ and on the ES. Same thing with the moves higher. We see a lot of the green on the NASDAQ. We see the same green on the SPY, or on the ES. So that's really something interesting to think about. And for me, I like to look at it like, well, if the NASDAQ's just going straight to the moon, the NASDAQ's breaking through resistance, it's just going higher and higher, there's a pretty good chance that if I'm long on the E-minis or the micro E-minis, if I'm long, there's probably a good chance that the SPY is also going to go higher. So that's kind of why I think it's really cool to be able to overlay that and see the bars or see the candles really right next to each other and see the overall action and price action and really just kind of base, I wouldn't say base a trade off of that, but you're really kind of more so thinking like, hey, if I'm long and I want to stay long and the NASDAQ's looking good, everything's looking good in all the, in the two different markets, I can put the Dow on there as well if I wanted. So I can overlay different charts. You can overlay all types of different charts. I think this would work well for other pairs, or if you're trading different future contracts, things like that, oil, whatever you want to do. You can put all those different you can overlay all these different markets on top of each other on the same chart. So I think that's a really cool feature. Now, you've also got all these different setups here with the volume analysis. So you can put the actual volume analysis on the chart and see, all the setup here for where that volume's coming in at. It'll take a minute for it to load. I haven't had it on all day. But you can put the volume analysis right on the chart, and you can set it up so you see exactly where all that kind of bulk of buying is, key level or liquidity or whatever you want to call it. That's where the most of the bulk of the price action is kind of happening at, and you can see a lot of like consolidation in that 370 area. So it'll give you an idea. Like a lot of times I look at it, like for me, what I like to think is, if we do, like you can see how this kind of cracked through that 69 area. It dropped pretty hard, but it did end up kind of bouncing back kind of off the VWAP there. But in general, I think a lot of times if we get up into these areas where there's not a lot of price action, it gives us a better idea. Like from here, you get a lot of price action in this 376 area. If this can't hold here, like if this is going to sell through, there's a good chance it's going to kind of pull back to that other previous price action. Like I said, there's so many different ways to customize this and set it all up, and you can really dive into it. The cool thing as well is there's so many different ways to set it up there. And you can also go right to their website. You click here on the help screen. It'll pull up right there to the Optimus Flow, and it'll give you a breakdown of basically everything on the platform. You got all the different chart types, Hawk and Acai bars, you can do range bars, and you can do it right there on the same exact chart, and again, have that overlay there. So you have all those different features. So depending on what your style of trading is, there's really so many different ways of doing, of really just kind of customizing your overall setup. And like I said, here's the Renko bars as well. I haven't never really used them, so I couldn't really tell you much about them. But here's that if you want it. There's all these different ways. And also, they've got some really cool different indicators they're working on. They're always coming out with new indicators and learning, about the different opportunities that this platform has to really evolve and become, I think, just a better platform. They're constantly taking feedback. I'm always talking to the guys as well, saying, hey, what if you did this, or what if you changed this? So there's some really cool things coming. You can add all the types of indicators on there. They've got a million different indicators. You can really dive in here. You've got there's so many different indicators and things that you can add right to the chart, and it's very clean, very simple, and really get crazy. You can just really, spend some time learning about it, and then, yeah. So there it is. If you guys want to learn more about Optimus Flow, there's a link down in the description. Like I said, the guys are really good. They're here in the USA. They're actually right here in Florida. You can give them a call. You can talk to them, see what they're all about. Like I said, they've been in the game for a while. They know what they're doing, and they can help you out. So if you guys have any comments or any questions, or you can leave a comment for me, and I'll try to help you out as well. There it is, Optimus Flow. I'll be doing some more updates soon as I kind of really get into this and learn more about all the different technology and stuff that's going on with the Optimus Flow platform. So I'll talk to you guys later on.